Welcome EM 101 students. This tutorial is designed to help you to understand how to use the Accord model to evaluate the internet sources you need for your EM 101 project. Information is everywhere, and it can be hard to distinguish what is good information and what is bad information. The internet has so much information that it's vital to your success as a student and professionally to evaluate the information you intend to use. To help you evaluate sources, we're providing you with the Accord model. A source for academic purposes may not be good or bad, but it will either be appropriate or not appropriate for your particular project. To get started, let's review the Accord model, and then you'll have the opportunity to evaluate sources on your own. On the left-hand side, you can see the criteria you will use to evaluate the sources. Then, the questions you will think critically on to determine if the source passes or fails your evaluation. The Accord model examines the following criteria: the agenda, credentials, citations, oversight, relevance, and date of the material. Let's walk through each criterion in more detail. First, you evaluate the source based on its agenda. Information is created for different purposes, like advertising, entertainment, or research. Ask yourself, for whom was the information published and why? Is the information objective, factual, or subjective, opinion-based? The second criterion is the credentials of the author. Ask yourself, who is the author? Are the author's credentials and affiliations listed? Does an organization appear to sponsor your information? You have to think critically, especially in regards to sponsored information. For example, information sponsored by the American Heart Association will be trustworthy because the agenda of that group is clear. They are distributing information for the good of public health. While information from, say, the National Rifle Association, who claims to be a major political force and as America's foremost defender of Second Amendment rights, would have to be fact-checked or put into proper context before determining if it is appropriate for academic work. The third criteria is citations. Ask yourself, does the author cite the work of others? In online writing, this will not look like a traditional bibliography or list of sources, but more likely hyperlinked information within a website to verify any facts or claims the author is making. If there are no clear citations or links to outside resources, there's a good chance the agenda of the author was to express an opinion, and this will be a factor in determining if the source is appropriate for your academic work. If sources are listed, what types of sources are they? Are they academically appropriate? Next, you'll look at the oversight of the source. This is simply looking to see if the information has been reviewed to ensure its accuracy. With online sources, this process is a little different than print sources. You need to think about what oversight, if any, is there before the information is published on the website you are considering using. For example, articles on the Washington Post website will have been written by a journalist, submitted to an editor and fact-checker before they appear online, while a personal blog may not have any oversight at all. Now, let's take a look at the relevance of the information, meaning how pertinent is this information to your topic. You don't want to just choose the first 5 sites that come up when you're searching in Google. Ask yourself, does the information relate to or answer your research question? Does the information meet the requirement of your assignment? Lastly, let's look at the date the information is published. You are all researching timely topics for your EM 101 course, so ask yourself, when was the information last published or updated?
In step 4 of your research log, you can see the Accord model, and there's a notes column. You will use that column to capture information about your sources to determine whether they are appropriate for use in your academic work. Before you complete that portion of your research log, watch the next tutorial to help you apply the Accord model to the evaluation of online sources.